Okay, let me ask you something. Have you ever watched a really sad movie and when it was over, you actually felt good? It sounds kind of weird, right? Well, today we're going to explore this absolutely fascinating, ancient way of understanding art. It's not about what art looks like, but all about how it makes us feel. We are diving deep into the incredible world of Indian aesthetics.
But yeah, let's start right there, with that puzzle. We've all been there. Why on earth do we seek out tragic movies or listen to that one heartbreaking song on repeat? Why is there this strange, almost beautiful pleasure in art that makes us feel sorrowful? It just doesn't seem to make sense. But believe me, there's a powerful framework that has a brilliant answer for this.
You see, for a long time, a lot of Western philosophy about art has been focused on this one big question. It's all about the object itself, the painting, the statue, the poem. You analyze its form, its structure, trying to figure out if it fits some ideal of beauty.
But the tradition we're talking about today, it completely flips that question on its head. Instead of asking what is beautiful, Indian aesthetics asks, how do we experience beauty? And that one little change, wow, it changes everything. The focus shifts from the art on the wall to the world inside of you, the audience. It stops being about what the art is and starts being about what the art does to us.
So this new question, it just opens up a whole different way of thinking about why art even exists. This is a tradition that's been around for thousands of years, and it sees art as something way more than just entertainment. It's a genuine tool for transformation.
So what is it exactly? Well, at its heart, Indian aesthetics is the study of our emotional journey with a piece of art. And its purpose is huge. We're talking emotional purification, even spiritual growth. The main thing you got to remember is that it's all experience-centered. The viewer, the listener, the reader, you are not just a passive observer. You are an essential part of the whole artistic process. And sitting right at the core of this entire philosophy is one absolutely beautiful concept. It's the concept that finally answers our question about why we love sad art. And it's called rasa. The literal meaning of rasa is just so cool. It's juice, essence, or my personal favorite, flavor. Think of an artist like a master chef. The chef combines different ingredients, spices, textures, temperatures, to create a very specific flavor. Well, an artist does the same thing, but with feelings. They're creating an emotional flavor for the audience to savor. Rasa isn't the raw, messy emotion of your everyday life. It's something totally different. It's a refined, pure, and shareable aesthetic experience.
And here they are. This is the main menu of artistic flavors, the 9 primary rasas. Now look closely. See karuna, or compassion? It's right there on the list, next to love and laughter. And that is the key. The feeling you get from that tragic movie isn't just plain old sadness. It's the refined aesthetic flavor of karuna. You are savoring the pure essence of compassion, which is actually a deeply profound and, yes, pleasurable experience. It's completely different from being personally sad.
Okay, so if rasa is the final dish, how does an artist actually cook it up? What are the ingredients? Well, turns out there's a pretty clear recipe for that too.
It basically works like this. First, you need the Vibhava. That's the cause, the trigger. Let's say a character in a story who is suffering. Then comes the Anubhava, their reaction. You see them crying, you hear their voice break. These are supported by all the little fleeting emotions, the Vyabhichari bhavas, like maybe anxiety or a moment of despair. All of these things work together to awaken the deep underlying emotion, the Sthayi bhava, in our case, sadness. When an artist combines all 4 of these ingredients just right, that's when you, the audience, get to taste the final delicious rasa.
And then this genius philosopher from the 10th century, Abhinavagupta, he took this idea to a whole new level. He said that when we really truly experience rasa, we forget ourselves. We forget our own ego, our own personal problems. The emotion becomes universal. In that moment, the compassion you feel isn't just your compassion. You're tapping into a universal human feeling. For him, this aesthetic bliss was right next door to spiritual bliss.
Now, rasa might be the main course, but Indian aesthetics is like a huge feast with all these other amazing theories that add so much more depth and texture to how we experience art.
One of the most powerful ideas is the Dhvani theory. Dhvani means something like suggestion or resonance. It's this beautiful idea that the most powerful art isn't about what it says out loud. It's about what it suggests, what it hints at, what echoes in the silence between the words or the notes. It's the power of what's left unsaid. And then you have other theories that are all about the how. Alamkara is about using the right figures of speech, like metaphors. Riti is about mastering a certain style. And Vakrokti is all about celebrating creative and indirect ways of saying something. Basically, these are all the specific tools and techniques an artist uses to create the perfect atmosphere for rasa and dhvani to happen.
So when you put all of this together, you start to see that in this way of thinking, art isn't just something pretty to look at or listen to. It's seen as a real path. A path to understanding ourselves better and connecting with something bigger.
So let's just sum it all up. Where a lot of Western aesthetics has focused on form and analysis, Indian aesthetics is centered on the emotional and spiritual experience of the audience. The goal isn't just to pick the art apart, it's to be changed by it. And you, the viewer, you're not on the sidelines. You're an active player, absolutely essential for the art to even work.
And that's really the big takeaway here. From this perspective, a painting isn't just paint on a canvas, and a song isn't just sound waves. They are triggers for an internal event, a carefully designed experience for your soul.
Ultimately, this whole way of thinking is a tribute to that inner journey that art makes possible. It's a really profound celebration of art's power to reach the deepest parts of who we are.
So I'll leave you with this thought. The next time you watch a movie, or listen to a song, or get lost in a book, try not to just analyze it. Instead, just for a moment, turn your attention inward. Pay attention to that unique emotional flavor it's creating inside you, and ask yourself, what rasa am I tasting right now?